When she opened her eyes, light blasted through them like a frag grenade, and she barely managed to muffle the moan. Just the thought of turning her head had bile flooding her mouth. Then don't move, Sergeant. Just assess. She was curled up with her cheek resting on cold cement. An ugly feeling crept up her spine when she realized her hands were tied in front of her. Narrowing her eyes to slits, she took stock of the room. Exposed beams, cinder block walls, and tiny rectangular windows near the ceiling. The stench of feces and sickness mingled with a musty smell like mildewing socks. Basement. A gray-haired woman lay nearby, her back to Vic. Familiar looking. That was it. Her memory engaged. Rescuing a woman who was trying to escape from a man. Check. Didn't win. Check. Now, tied up in a basement. Check. Probably concussed too, considering the speed of her thinking. Her day had definitely gone to hell. I might as well be working. Why the hell had she risked her life when a phone call to the police would have worked? The answer to that really sucked. She'd acted all macho and stupid to prove she still had it, that she wasn't irreparably damaged. But she was. In the hospital, Mr. Show-No-Emotions spy master had looked at her with pity. He didn't think she'd heal enough to return to duty, so she'd jumped right into the first fight she could find. Act any dumber and I might as well be a guy. Well, with luck, her inept rescue could be salvaged. The idiots hadn't tied her legs. Hearing footsteps, Vic froze, watching through dark eyelashes as the guy she'd fought appeared. Shaved head, built like a linebacker, all muscle. Ripped-off sleeves showed tattoos. Eagle, globe, and anchor. Bulldog, skull, and crossed rifles.
Hey, beastie boy.
The man walked to a metal kennel near the stairs. A naked teenager with shaggy blonde hair huddled in the far corner of the cage, shivering, scared half to death. Eyes sunken, he was skinny as if he hadn't eaten in weeks. Bruises and abrasions, even burns, marred his fair skin. Vic's breath hitched. Tortured. Baldy slapped the top of the cage with his fist, making the kid jump.
You ready for another session, pussycat? Just tell me how to make new beasts and I won't hurt you anymore. I won't tell you anything.
The boy's voice cracked on the last word. Brave kid. Vic cheered silently even as her stomach tightened in fear for him. And what did the asshole mean by making new beasts?
Dumb fuck.
Baldy raised a long rod, a cattle prod. The kid was as far back as he could get, but it wasn't far enough. He jerked at the shock of the prod, and the bastard didn't stop, kept jamming with the prod until the boy screamed. Teeth grinding together, Vic yanked at her ropes, and then the kid blurred. A huge, tawny cougar stood where the boy had been. A chilling snarl ripped through the room, echoing off the concrete walls. The hair on Vic's arms rose. What the hell? Kid one moment, the next a mountain lion. She sucked in a hard breath, tried blinking her eyes. The big cat still paced the cage. Am I drugged? Like when Private Renner had a bad reaction to morphine and spent hours screaming about ghouls eating his heart. Or maybe she had a concussion. Yeah, this wasn't happening. She didn't believe in ghosts, ghouls, or people changing into mountain lions. Woo-woo stuff was for flakes and druggies.
Cut the crap, Swain.
A man said from the stairs. White, average height, heavy build, older in his 60s, wearing a suit. Scarred knuckles matched his battered face, nose busted in the past, thin lips, and dead cold eyes. Might be in nice clothes, but the body inside said thug. When she opened her eyes,